Hello everyone, my name is Binks and welcome back to Let's Play The Great Ace Attorney 2 Resolve. It's been a while, not only for you guys when you will be seeing this, but also for me. It's been a while since I recorded this game. It's been maybe 2 weeks since I last recorded. So I'm going to be a little rusty, but that's all right. Like I said, I am on hiatus still. I'm very, very busy. I'm actually pretty exhausted right now. I've been like go, go, go with this moving and preparation for the visit and all of that. So I'm still in the middle of all of that right now. Um, it's the weekend and I'm still doing all of that. But yeah, so hopefully by the time you guys are seeing this, everything will be over and done with and I will be free. um, yeah, but anyway, last episode I was rushing through, trying to get through the investigation, and knowing that I was not going to be able to finish it, and I was very disappointed. But we were uh seeing a lot going on. There was a lot happening. It was very exciting. We definitely pretty much confirmed that it was Kazuma. I was very excited. I was like, oh, yes, Kazuma. The fact that Susato was like, oh, Kazuma-sama. I was like, oh. And then, let me see. We also had a creepy encounter with this creepy little girl who wanted to kill Ryunosuke. She's like the daughter of the coroner, I guess. I was like, what the frick? Little girl, please. And what else? I'm trying to remember. I think we left off with we were with Sherlock, and then I think we found out that they found out where Enoch Drebber's workshop is, and I think that's what the background is showing right now. So, ooh, spoiler. Looks like that's what we're gonna be now. So let's continue on. I'm excited to see what's going on here. Oh, and the fact that Drebber was looks like he's connected to the professor case. That's like, oh my god, that's a big reveal right there. Yeah, investigation part 2, Mr. Drebber's workshop. Let's go. Alright, October 23rd, Enoch Drebber's workshop. Yeah, that definitely looks a lot like the same machine that we're investigating, so this is like a prototype version or something. Interesting. So by examining this, we'll definitely get some very important clues to help us solve this case. That looks like... Oh! It's another super high voltage instantaneous kinesis machine. Indeed, it would appear so. Though only a prototype, naturally. Ah, so you got here then? Oh, little Toby. Hello, Toby. Gina, well done for finding this place. It's all thanks to MVP Toby. And in such little time, you've really worked miracles. It's Toby here, who's the miracle worker. Oh. What happened to your eyes, Gregson? Why do they look like that? Oh, I thought your lot would show up before long. Hello, Inspector. That's one knitted brow. Yeah, it's a new look for you. He looks like he's eating a lemon, not a bag of fish and chips. So, Inspector, is there any sign of the engineer? I don't think so. No. Dang it, how are we ever gonna find this man? Unless we're not gonna get him until, like, the next case or something. He's gonna continue to be, a mystery until then. Excuse me. Well, considering he seems to have to do with the professor case, which seems to be like the big case now, I'm not that surprised. That kind of sucks. Sadly not. We didn't find a soul in here.
Oh, what a shame.
Well, thank you for letting us know about this place and giving us the chance to investigate.
According to what Gina tells me, we only found it thanks to a clue that you lot turned up. I wouldn't wanna, say, go to Paris with the debt of gratitude unpaid now, would I?
Thank you.
Anyway, if you happen to snoop around in here, I'll get cracking. Lord Von Zeeks and the forensic investigation team are on their way here as we speak.
Them again.
I imagine you've got the picture by now. They don't take too kindly to lawyer types.
Right.
So then, my dear fellow, let's turn this place upside down whilst we have the chance.
And you, Holmes,
Pardon?
they take even less kindly to great detectives than they do to lawyers.
Very droll, Gregson, very droll. But you may consider me nothing more than an inconspicuous waxwork model. My eyes even disappeared. That was creepy.
Right then. Let's see what we can find in here.
What an amazing ability. The ability to have my eyes sink into the back of my head. Alright. Alrighty. Oh, we can move it up. Moving on up.
I'm sorry, Mr. Naruhodo. That machine is covered by the Special Dispensation for Scientific Equipment Act. There would be serious repercussions if you were to examine it from the Crown and the government.
Oh. And yet they're looking at it.
Well, those two don't seem to be holding back.
It's quite hollow inside. No working parts or devices of deception to be seen, my dear fellow. No loose change dropped on the floor or nothing. Not even a bone for Toby here, my dear fella.
British people are very much ruled by their own ideals, aren't they?
I think that's just these two, Mr. Sato.
I mean, even Lestrada's kind of looking up there. Even if he's not examining as thoroughly as they are. We're gonna have to look back there in a minute. We'll save that for last, shall we? Oh, bow and arrow maybe? Well, just arrows? Where's the bow? Oh, I guess we did find the actual bow, the crossbow.
This is... It's a European-style quiver of arrows with steel bolts inside.
Oh, do you suppose?
Crossbow bolts, these. And just the right size for the bow you lot turned up at the exhibition grounds.
In other words...
Yup, that's more evidence to support your theory. It all goes to show that Drebber was the one pulling the strings behind the scenes of the whole scam.
Alright. Crossbow found hidden behind the tree. Belongs to Enoch Drebber. Yeah. Okay. I guess the whole machine itself we're not allowed, so. A trophy. Ah, this appears to be most interesting. Yes, most interesting indeed, wouldn't you say?
It's an impressive looking back massager, that's for sure.
Really, Ryunosuke?
I've no doubt that if you hit your shoulders a few times with that, your aches and pains would soon go away.
Sherlock is like, really? It's a Royal Society trophy for excellence in science. A young scientist could wish for no higher honor.
Ah,
Would you like a massage? Was that an indirect hint to me? Stop flirting, you two.
No, no, I'm taken. Especially now that I know that Kazuma's alive. No, I'm fine, thank you. I had no idea it was such a grand thing.
I guess he's never seen a trophy before. But you would think you would see something that shiny and you wouldn't assume that it's a massager. Why a massager of all things? It's a little strange for his brain to jump to that, but I don't know. I don't know. I would have thought it was some other kind of tool. Like, I would not jump to massager, but okay.
I think it's becoming increasingly clear that there's much more to this Enoch Drebber than conjuring tricks.
I couldn't agree more, my dear madam. And how about you, Mr. Nadahodo? Wouldn't you like to take it with you? For your tired shoulders, of course. They're both laughing at him.
He's not going to let that go, is he?
It's curious, though, isn't it? You would expect such an important trophy to be proudly on display somewhere, not haphazardly cast aside. Yeah, is there something inside it? Does it open? English gentlemen can be quite a mystery at times.
Because sometimes I look at those things and I'm like, does it open? Does it have like a lid? You know? Just the design of it always makes me think of that. Does it have a bottom? Like a false bottom? I'm gonna have to examine this. Very prestigious award. Especially the fact that it's laying on its side. I'm sus. Court record time. Were we able to examine this thoroughly before? No, I don't think so.
What a wonderful machine.
You really love contraptions like this, don't you?
Oh yes, anything mechanical I find absolutely irresistible.
Almost irresistible, surely.
Well, whenever I see a pocket watch, for example, I can't help myself. I simply have to take it apart.
That's, worrying.
Yes, father tells the time by the rumblings of his stomach now. He's given up having a watch.
That's very inconvenient.
Poor Professor Mikotoba.
How will you ever be on time for anything? Interesting. Okay.
Oh look, the cover came open.
Yes, now there should be a glass plate inside. You have to change the plate with each new photograph you want to take, you see.
That's pretty cool. I do find that kind of stuff to be interesting.
Is something wrong?
There is no plate. It's been removed.
Ah, what a pity. But I suppose if you think about it, this wouldn't be the actual camera that was used at the time. Just like the waxwork isn't the actual person.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I was wondering.
So we'd never have found a photographic print of the executed convict coming back to life anyway.
Oh, yes, you're quite right, of course.
Poor Susato-san, she looks devastated.
Can't find anything out of place, but we can look at this part, like I guess the accordion-ish part. The part where you can make it shrink and grow.
Look, Mr. Nadahodo.
Wait, is that blood? I wasn't thinking, but that looks like blood. Maybe this is the actual camera.
What is it?
On the bellows.
Oh, is that the term, bellows?
Just here, there seem to be very dark red stains.
Yes, you're right. It looks like blood, actually.
What the hell? How did blood get on there?
Oh my.
I'm sure it's not what you're thinking.
Oh no.
How would blood get on there? Did he drop the camera? It doesn't look cracked. This must be the actual... Interesting. But how would she have gotten her hands on the actual camera? Interesting. So now we have to find the actual plate, right? Did we already examine this? No, don't think so. This piece of glass is almost as thick as it is wide.
Yes, I've never seen anything like it.
If you were to compare it to a human, only Mr. Holmes has such thick skin.
There's really no need for such a comparison, Mr. Naruhodo, as you well know.
Anyway, it can only be from the Crystal Tower, surely.
Yes, I think so too. It was probably made especially to meet the demands of that great structure.
Alright. Just making sure we're being thorough. Okay. I don't think there's anything really else to talk about with this. Very interesting. Goldstown. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder about this magnifying glass. Like, I don't think it helps that much. Like, it just looks really blurry. Alright. Okay.
Ah, look here, Mrs. Sato.
Oh yes, the wood's cracked and broken a little. I suppose because it fell from such a height?
Yes, from the height at which the balloon was flying down into the Crystal Tower below. A fall of about 30 feet, or 9 meters.
Leaving the man inside tragically dead.
I don't think that's where he fell, though. Like we said, I think it must have been the wax figure that was in there, right? Okay. Anything else of note? I'm glad I'm finally thinking to, like, examine stuff before I continue on. Anything else important that I haven't thoroughly examined? I don't think this... I don't think, like, photographs... Because we already looked at the screwdriver and... Yeah, okay. So now the latest thing will be this.
There's a little metal plaque here, look. Fostering burgeoning talent for the future of scientific discovery. Seems rather ironic, doesn't it? But clearly Mr. Drebber really was a very talented scientist, and... I mean... People thought he was crazy, though, so... That probably made him very angry and bitter against the world, but if he was there to, like, dig up a grave, he probably wasn't a very good person to begin with. I mean, I know sometimes for, like, the purposes of scientific research or whatever, sometimes people go a little beyond the scope and do some unscrupulous things. So, I mean, he probably wasn't, like, the best moral person anyway, but doesn't mean he was a bad person, so I don't know. I'm curious to finally meet the guy, get to talking to him and see, will he have, like, a sympathetic background, and, like, will we have to, like, feel sorry for him, and see, like, yes, Asmund really was the bad guy because his name, Odious Man, you know, and feel sorry for him because, oh, society turned against you and they didn't believe in you, and that's what made you into what you are. You really were a brilliant scientist and engineer, and because I feel like the motif here is like a Frankenstein thing, kind of, right? That's kind of like a little the theme I'm getting, at least. I don't know if I'm wrong, reading this wrong. Like the whole coming back to life thing. We have like the scientist thing going on. We have someone rising from the dead going on. We have someone
brilliant not being believed. I feel like I'm not phrasing this very well, but you know what I'm saying, right? there's like the line between science fiction and real science being crossed here. And that's kind of what I'm seeing going on. Like that's the theme. So I'm very curious to see if Drebber is a true villain or he's like a sympathetic villain. Of course, at the end of the day, what he did was bad, regardless. No false bottom, no opening or anything. No, doesn't seem like it. Darn. I thought there would be something more important. Guess I was wrong. Especially because, like, what they said, it was kind of weird that the way he just... Or I guess maybe it's just pointing out the fact that he's so bitter and angry about how he was treated. Like, that's why he just callously tossed it to the side, you know? Like, let it fall over. Alright. Okay. Anything else? I'm gonna be... Oh! Here. There we go. I didn't want to miss another pixel. I didn't want to be off by another pixel and miss something. What on earth is this?
An aeroplane, Mr. Naruhodo. One day, scientists believe it will allow humans to fly freely in the skies.
Ugh, he's gonna be terrified thinking about that.
Is that how the trick will be described, is it?
Sorry?
Well, it's actually suspended by a thin but very strong cable, isn't it?
That's not how it's gonna be.
Oh, well, this model is, yes. But a real aeroplane would actually fly high in the sky.
Well, suspended from somewhere even higher in the sky, of course. He's like, I don't understand. Because large metal objects obviously can't really stay in midair unsupported.
So to you, the solution is even taller towers?
I mean, both things will happen. Even taller buildings. And yes, metal objects flying up there without support. It's mind-boggling, I know. I feel you, man. I feel ya. It's a scary thought sometimes. It's like, what the frick? Science. It's crazy. I know, man. I know. Like, how? There's so many things that's just like, what the frick? if these past people saw, they're like, start screaming their head off. Okay, I guess that really is it. Alright. Alright. Now we just go here. Shady back door.
This door doesn't want to open.
Yeah, looks like it's got a pretty hefty lock on it.
There's a specialist locksmith on his way over from the yard, so hands off till he gets here.
You saying Gina can't open it? Oh, or Holmes? Yeah, those two people, come on, they got skills.
With permission, Inspector, I could have that lock open in less than a minute. Well, you don't have permission, and no one's given it to you.
He looks so disappointed.
Gregson looked as though he really enjoyed that.
Yeah, look at that face. Look at that face. A smug little smirk.
Well, there's no sound of anybody on the other side.
No, Drebber must have fled at the first sign of danger. What the hell? Uh-oh. Was I wrong? Are we gonna have him now? I thought we weren't gonna get him until the next case or something.
Oh.
Is something wrong, Mr. Sato? Did you not hear that?
Well, I thought I heard a noise from the far side of that door. Well, Gina, did you hear it too?
Yeah, I heard it and all. What do you reckon, Toby?
Why is he not barking?
Oh.
What? Mind the grease. Whoever's in there, open up. This is Scotland Yard.
You think they're really just gonna open? What the frick? Isn't that them running away?
Oh my, someone is in there.
Ugh, this rotten bleeding lot.
My dear Gregson, as I said only minutes ago, if only it were countenanced, I could unlock that door in less than a minute.
Fine, I'll take the rap for it.
Desperate times, desperate measures.
Just get us through that blasted door. Didn't even let me finish my damn sentence.
There, you may enter at will.
You've confused minutes with seconds, I think. Yeah, like, what the frick?
Time is of the essence, I feel. What are we waiting for?
Nothing for it, I suppose. This is an emergency.
There's a strong possibility that beyond that door is the engineer you all seek. Be prepared for action, my dear fellow.
Yes. Grab your sword, Naruhodo. What the? Oh? Is that a bomb? Why is everything upside down? Literally. I know that earlier I was thinking to myself, didn't he just say something about let's flip it upside down when we were investigating? But I thought that was just a turn of phrase, and now literally the whole room is upside down. Why? Why? Why, when he said, let's turn this room upside down, did that kind of stick in my mind when he said that? And I was saying to myself, oh, isn't it funny how we all... And I didn't say anything, okay? I didn't say to you guys because I was like, why am I going to waste time pointing that out? But I was like, oh, that's such a weird colloquialism that we have. And it stood out in my mind when he said it. Why the frick was that a weird foreshadowing? That was such a weird foreshadowing that they did, huh? And it's weird that it stood out in my mind. And I even thought about it for a freaking few seconds. And I wish I'd said something because you guys would have been you would have freaked out that I said something, and you probably would have been like, does she know that this is going to happen? And I wouldn't have known. Oh, I'm so pissed I didn't say anything because it would have freaked the hell out of you guys. Like, I'm freaking out right now. Because what the frick? Why is this room upside down? What the hell? I got chills right now. Am I psychic? The game did foreshadowing. I'm psychic because I picked up on it. No. Like, what is the chances? Like, literally, coincidence. Mind-boggling. Nani? Oh. I got chills. I'm kind of freaked out. I mean, it's such a little minor thing, but, like, it's freaking me out. Why? How did he escape? I don't see another doorway, but there must be something, unless he's hiding in the room somewhere. Escape room. What the hell? Okay, I see footprints up there. It looks like a green balloon. Green air balloon. Why? Are you living like this? Why is there a bomb there? The first thing I saw was the bomb, and then I was like, wait a second, everything's upside down. I am... This case just keeps getting weirder and weirder and weirder. Oh, okay. I gotta end this episode right here. I won't be able to do long episodes anymore during this hiatus while I'm doing these recording sessions So they will probably be shorter until I come back from my break. But at least I'm squeezing them in whenever I can. But like, what the frick, dude? What the frick? Freaking out. Okay, anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this. Like, whoa. I'm so glad I was able to squeeze in this episode because this just gave me a boost of energy, which I'm going to need in order to keep doing this moving and all that because I'm tired. I'm exhausted. Oh, Lord. Man, I wish I could keep recording today, but I can't. Anyway, until next time, have a nice day. Bye-bye.